What's up, my PT peeps? One Eyebrow back to talk about Logan. We're going to do a movie review and discussion. Obviously, spoiler warning if you don't know the movie or haven't seen the movie or anything to do with that. I don't want to ruin it for you. Stop watching now, but here we go. So, Logan. I saw it yesterday and thought it was a good movie. It's not a great movie. It is a good superhero movie. It's not the best superhero movie like some people are saying or whatever, but basically, Old Man Logan storyline. Wolverine, Logan is falling apart. He's dying. He's struggling. He's not healing correctly. He's just not doing well. And it's tough to see that. You don't want to see your superheroes getting hurt, getting injured, dying, and being, broken down. It's tough to see Logan that way, but it's tough to see Charles Xavier that way too. And we all knew it was Hugh Jackman's last movie as the Wolverine, and he's going to die in it, obviously, because he's going to be done with the character unless he walks away in the sunset, but that leaves it open, and they can't do that. It's really tough to see Charles Xavier as a demented old man who's so frail, who relies on, medications and stuff to avoid seizures and problems with that, and it's definitely tough to watch at times. Caliban is a superhero, well, not even a hero, I guess a mutant that is, if you just feel bad for him for a lot of the times what happens to him on there. But I like the actor. I thought it was a good character. It was a nice mix to throw another mutant in there because there's not a lot of mutants in this story. There's a lot of questions that are asked, like what happened to them? How did all this happen? Because the timeline is it takes place in 2029, and the Reavers, with their leader Pierce here, is going around and just trying to get experiments that went wrong in the Mexican facility, which is X-23, which is the girl. Turns out to be Logan's daughter. But it's a little too much at times where you're like, all right, we get it. We're getting the point here. There's so much left to the storyline, I want to say, is like what happened to all the mutants. I mean, all we see is Wolverine and Charles Xavier. And it's very gory and bloody. The rated R rating is definitely not for kids. I mean, the first couple scenes is he's chopping people's arms and limbs off and blood's flying everywhere, and it's pretty gritty in there for sure. Charles is pretty funny at times. Logan is pretty funny at times, but it's kind of like a sad story from beginning to end. You see this character Logan as like larger than life, and they kind of make him human somewhat. Then we have Laura, or X-23, and she is a big part of the movie, obviously. She doesn't talk for a lot of the movie, which is weird, and then she finally talks, and then towards the end of it and whatever, and she's speaking English, speaking Spanish, doing this. But her interactions with Logan, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. I mean, Logan isn't the father, traditionally. It's by his DNA, and she was created in a lab in Mexico. And overall, the actress did a good job. I thought X-23 was represented very well. It was you could see the bond connection between them that Logan always struggles to have. His whole character, that's his character, whoever he loves and finds a connection with always gets hurt and harmed. So the big fight scenes were pretty cool. It's tough to see Wolverine, and Old Man Logan like lumbering around and limping or whatever. I mean, Hugh Jackman's got a limp the entire movie. He's falling apart. He's coughing. He's doing there. The big fight scene, well, two fight scenes, are when he fights X-24, which is pretty cool. And there's a big part of the storyline that happens with that. And I thought they did a really good job with that. And it was pretty cool. I mean, you could see things coming. You could see what would happen a little bit here and there. But overall, I thought they did a good job. The X-23 character of Laura, she was pretty cool. But it's just kind of weird because she's this like little girl, this little kid like flipping around and stabbing and yelling and screaming or whatever. It reminded me of the new Guardians of the Galaxy, like Baby Groot at times. Like she's cute and she's whatever, but she's deadly too. And and actually, the Guardians of the Galaxy has a trailer for the next movie coming out in May, so definitely look for that if you're going to see the previews for Logan. And like I said, X-23, Laura, it was pretty cool. She's flipping around and using her strengths and whatever, and it's kind of cool to see if they're going to go on with this character or not. She's just a young kid in the movie, but overall, I thought it was a good movie, not a great movie. Baby Groot there, like I said, it's kind of funny. You have to see what I'm talking about to see. I mean, she's not like a funny over the top character. She's just so little and small, flipping around like Baby Groot is. So, but overall, I think Logan is a good movie. It wraps up the story of the Wolverine, bringing only a couple mutants, but they ask more questions than they answer, which I never like to have. And if this is the last movie of that, the X-Men franchise is relying too much on Hugh Jackman, and we need to get kind of away from that and have the X-Men as a whole, as movies going forward. And if Hugh Jackman's done, that's going to open up the path for new and exciting X-Men movies. So overall, Logan is definitely a C if you like X-Men or Logan or Hugh Jackman, because Hugh Jackman does a great job in it, and it is a good movie overall, so I definitely recommend it. So there you go, guys. Post your comments below. Did you see it? Are you going to see it? Definitely let us know your thoughts on the movie and all that. So there you go, guys. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome, and let us know what you think of the movie Logan.